The day I realized my daughter's boyfriend was actually a legend. I've always been the overprotective dad. It's a cliche, I know, but when my daughter Maya brought home Caleb, I felt like I was looking at a walking disaster. The kid wore oversized flannels, had a permanent bedhead look, and drove a beat-up truck that sounded like a lawnmower losing a fight. He was a freelance graphic designer, which, in my head, just meant unemployed with a laptop. For 6 months, I gave him the cold shoulder special. Short nods, one-word answers. I was basically a human brick wall. But Caleb? He just kept smiling. Every Sunday, he'd show up with a 6-pack of my favorite IPA and a "Hey, Mr. Henderson," like we were old fishing buddies. The breaking point happened last July. My wife and Maya went out for a girls' spa day, leaving me and Caleb alone to prep for the backyard barbecue. The silence was heavy. I was struggling to get the old charcoal grill started, sweating through my shirt and getting more frustrated by the second. Suddenly, Caleb walks over, doesn't say a word, and hands me a cold water. Then he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a specialized pocket knife, and starts expertly shaving down some kindling. "My old man taught me this," he says, quiet-like. Works every time. 10 minutes later, the fire is perfect. I'm impressed, but I don't show it. Then he looks at the vintage Mustang I've had sitting under a tarp for 3 years. "67 fastback?" he asks. I nodded. "Needs a new fuel pump. Parts are impossible to find." Caleb pulls out his phone. "Actually, my uncle runs a restoration shop in Ohio. I bet he's got one on the shelf. Want me to call him?" By the time the girls got home, the grill was sizzling, and Caleb and I were elbow deep in the engine bay of the Mustang, covered in grease and arguing about the best classic rock drummers. I realized then he wasn't aimless. He was just steady. He didn't need to prove himself to me. He just wanted to be part of the family. Now, he's the first person I call when I need a hand, or just a good beer. Maya definitely picked a winner.